Well, it's always a little bit tough following Katie King Crowley in these press conferences, who's 22-0-1 in women's hockey with Olympians all around, and we're coming off a tough loss to Syracuse in a game where, I thought we defended really, really well. I was really, really proud of our kids. Rebounding's been a tough spot for us. Getting out and contesting shooters has been a tough spot for us, and I thought our kids really put together the game plan very, very well. Fought. Unfortunately, on a night where we didn't shoot it very well, we were sloppy with the basketball, and that was really the story of the game. Is our turnovers. We had 13 in the first half, and in a 2-point game where we could have had a 10-point lead had we taken care of the ball, just put us in a little bit of an offensive hole. And we didn't shoot it well enough to be able to make up for it. So again, I'm proud of effort. What we are right now is a young team that moves forward in one area, but hasn't yet put it all together. So I know this team can defend. I know this team can run. I know this team can board. I know this team can shoot it. I know this team can take care of the ball. We just haven't been consistent enough to be able to do all the phases of the game, at the same time. And in the ACC, that's going to get you beat. This is an unforgiving conference. Syracuse is an extremely well-coached team. But again, I'm proud of the effort, and I can't wait to get back in the gym today.
And despite that loss to Syracuse, you guys were still in the game at points. What do you have to do to make all of those different components come together and really execute?
Yeah, it's I have to balance what we call sense of urgency with what we call patience, and our team needs to as well. We've got 2 freshman point guards out there that are battling. They made some spectacular plays. Just some of the lapses that we have where this worked last time, but now that move, there's 3 people waiting for me, and how to be able to recognize that. And so, we watch film, we train it, we go back, and again, it's fun to see the progression. It just takes time. So I don't want them to beat themselves up about it, but at the same time, I want them to continue to be very, very proactive and detailed in their approach every single day. I think they are. And again, we've got some older players that are starting to come into their own a little bit. It just has to all come together.
And sophomore Emily Daly has started the last 4 games. What have you seen from her play that made her emerge as one of the starting 5?
Well, Emily's always been, one of our most skilled players. She's a 6'2" guard who can shoot from anywhere in the building. She's got a beautiful passing game. I value passing skills extremely highly, and she can find people. We were able to use her against Syracuse in some different ways at the high post and being able to attack their zone. The biggest thing that Emily's made a jump in is her toughness. Is that as a freshman, it's just so different from high school basketball, and she just had to learn how to be able to push her body, push her mind, just handle the intensity level, the physicality, and just the mental grind of practice and competitiveness and everything. And Emily's come a long way. She had a really good summer, and she still has a long way to go, as a lot of our players do. But that's where it's fun as a teacher and as a coach to see a player continue along that path. And I'm going to keep pushing Emily to keep getting better.
And Duke is in town on Thursday, and then you guys have a quick turnaround with Pitt on Saturday. Talk about those 2 matchups.
So Duke is huge. They've got a starting guard who's 6'5". How's that? So they're going to present some issues for us in terms of they've got one of the best shot blockers in the country in Elizabeth Williams, who's an All-American player, and they shoot the ball extremely well from the perimeter. They're well coached. They're not as deep as they have been. They're not as experienced as they have been. But look, Duke is they're going to come in. They're going to play with an attitude. So look, every game that we play is going to be extremely competitive. Duke is a beatable team, and I keep telling our team, you guys are capable of winning this. We can do this thing. We just have to be able to put all the phases together. So, look, I think our team is fired up to play Duke. I don't think they're scared of them. I think they've got an edge to them. The locker room after the Syracuse game, they know they can beat these teams, and Syracuse is a legitimate top 20 team. So is Duke. So these are the opportunities you live for. You got a top 20 team, a legit program in your gym, in a big-time ACC game. So, look, we just got to be able to put the different phases together, stay solid, and be able to play for 40 minutes.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks so much.